Sean or Polis, because they actually will dig.
Yeah.
Dude, these guys.
They eat them.
They go, they go out and they look at trees and shit for mushrooms and then eat them.
Yeah.
Based on the knowledge that's in their head.
Hang on, are these the kind of mushrooms that get you high? Or
no, dude, they eat mushrooms like for breakfast. And
you're kind of
like
risking it, dude. Like they might be ones that get you high.
Dude, first off, let's just move past the obvious that it could be poisonous or that they could make you really sick. Bro, dogs are pissing on those. Humans are pissing on those.
Well, they grow out of shit a lot of the time.
Yeah, dude. Like, and you're putting that.
I mean, there's some that grow in my backyard. Yeah. So, like, legit, like mushrooms.
Yeah. Well, you should pick them and give him the Polis. He'll eat them. Well, when I used to work out with Sean, he had this protein mix. It was all vegetable, and I've never tasted dirt, like a handful of it, but I have to believe that it's similar to what that was.
Oh, hey, oh. You are now tuned into the best roofing podcast in the world, the Roof Trollz.
We may have to fly in Wednesday night if they need.
No, stop trying to get us to go
Wednesday
an extra
night,
day.
Yeah, Wednesday night.
Mike's a party animal, man.
Yeah, it's ridiculous.
No, I think
Roof Trollz, baby. No one's saying he's not a great time. He is a great time, but he's just too much sometimes. Mike is 51 years old.
52 today, all right?
52 today. Happy birthday. Hey!
We just dated this podcast, but it's all right.
So 52 years old today. And
you guys wouldn't have been able to hang with me in my 30s.
I can't hang with you now.
I can't hang.
The guy wants to travel to 20 countries a week. Like he's just out there.
He's living his dream, man.
Just moving.
No,
just moving.
Freedom is very freeing.
Traveling is fun. I would love to do more of that.
What countries have you been to in your professional fight career? Where have you been knocked out at?
I've been knocked out in Minnesota, only in the country.
Oh, okay.
I haven't been out of the country for a fight yet.
We need to get you knocked out in Taiwan or something.
Taiwan.
Taiwan.
I'm not saying nothing.
Yeah,
I mean, you guys are wild.
Mexico would be cool. I mean, if I
Mexico City in like front of 100,000 people,
dude. Yeah,
that would be amazing.
That'd be cool.
Get knocked out by my own kind.
Yeah, but Roman sponsors you, so like at least when you do get knocked out, it's like in some cool orange and white shorts, like with the Romans logo all over it. We sponsor you,
dude. That'd be awesome. Actually,
and that would face front and center in the.
Oh my god, dude, that would be awesome. Yeah.
He would be in the corner too, like Mickey from Rocky. Hey, you gotta fight, Ed. You gotta fight.
I'll have Dave in my corner, like a corner man, my coach.
Do it.
Yeah,
just do it.
My motivation.
Did everybody, by the way, listen to the podcast? If you have not seen that video, please go out and look for that video. It is on Facebook. It's on TikTok while it lasts. Probably banned by the time you hear this episode. The Shia LaBeouf reenactment. What is the video originally?
It's just do it.
Just
Shia
do it.
LaBeouf.
A Shia LaBeouf supposed to be inspirational, motivational video, but David redoes it for us at Romans Roofing, and it's awesome.
Dude, it makes complete sense though. Like it doesn't. Like for the people that have that mindset, they understand what it is. You know what I mean? Like it gets people going.
What's cool out of it though, we got that badass hype video too. So like when we put together the hype video based off of that video, that thing's so cool. Yeah. Just to have that slow camera. And the way you're like yelling, and honestly, it makes you look a lot cooler than what you actually are.
Yeah.
But yeah, nonetheless. Also, let's give a round of applause too for David. This is his first time on the show. This is David's Roof Trollz premiere.
Hell yeah, excited to be here.
Yeah, I'm excited to have you here. I'm really excited.
I've heard him talk in 7 years.
Where do I look? Is there a specific place to look? I keep darting my eyes around at all these cameras.
You just do you, man.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Remain a mystery.
Like,
we're in a conversation.
Oh yeah, don't look at the camera. That's okay.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Oh my gosh,
fucking noobs. Yeah.
This your first time?
And it is. But I'm excited to have you on here for a multitude of reasons. Like obviously we have a good friendship. We used to before I got into ownership, and then all of a sudden I'm not his friend anymore. But we had I've been friends with David for a long time. David was with me when I was a sales rep. Right next to me, side by side. He was a canvasser at one point. I'm sure that we closed deals. I don't remember you being my canvasser, but I'm sure you were a couple times. Love David, great guy. But I have you guys all on a reason. We're going to get to that, but let's do a small introduction because Eddie. Is this your second or third time?
This is my second time.
Second time on Roof Trollz. Yeah. Eddie has a great episode. It's either episode 4 or 5, but it's a great episode. But tell us some new things going on. Like what recently happened?
So new things is I became a team manager or a team lead. So I have a team now that I'm managing and running. It's awesome. It's been great. Everybody gets along. So that's exciting for me. I also just want to, shout out to my baby mama at home.
Yes.
We're having a baby girl.
Yes.
And
Congratulations.
we're super excited about that. I'm excited about that. So adding another one to my family is
and you got 2 boys now, right? So this is the first girl?
Yeah, that's my first girl. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
It's all going to change. It's all going to change.
You're going to be, you're already one of the softest people I know. Like you, I'm sorry you are. I don't know how you were a cage fighter because you were so gentle, but your daughter is going to somehow make you even softer, dude. It's crazy.
Well, I love my nieces. I really baby them a lot too. So I already
will with your little girl too. And you're going to be the superhero no matter what. Like little girls, their fathers can do no wrong. Amanda hates it. Like I literally, I can't do wrong by Arya. She loves me. Like I'm just the coolest.
Well, you
ever.
Also do everything for her. And,
I do.
And times 10.
Yes, I do spoil her, but I only have one, so that's what you got to do. Yeah. David, why don't you tell us some cool things happen for you?
Well, same thing. New promotion, team lead. I'm super excited about it. I got some killers on my team. We're ready to take over. Actually, I wanted to ask you, do you know your record for when you were a team lead, like revenue wise? Because I want to beat it.
Wait, revenue or signs or what?
Revenue.
Okay, because I got all 3 of them memorized. So, so Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, I signed 39 contracts with Craig and Matt Lyon. Shout out Matt Lyon. Shout out Craig Sassman. We signed 39 contracts in a 3-day period. The most I've ever signed in a week was 100 contracts. That was with you guys. Good luck on that. We jumped on a storm immediately. In a year, the most revenue we ever did was a shade under 12 million at RBI with 8 guys.
Okay.
And one fell off about 3 months into the year. So
yeah, that's my goal is to beat that. So it's 12 million.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
It's a good goal.
It is a good. No, it's more importantly, it's a realistic one because some of the people that participated on that, you included, are on your team.
Yeah.
Zion was part of that.
Right.
Matt Polis, who is one of our closers here, was part of that. Matt Lyon, whose team is Matt Lyon on?
He's on my
yours.
team.
Okay, so Matt Lyon was part of that. So you guys got some strong pieces. Pavey at one point in time, he might have been part of that, or maybe it was the cutoff right beforehand. But we've been together for a long time. So we talked about this on the podcast several times too, because Mike started us all off here, with the exception of Eddie, but everybody else on here, that's where we all came from. You were like in the car dealership and came over as a canvasser, and I had started with him. Angie, what was the last name? Andrews.
Andrews.
Is it Angie Andrews, Reliance Restorations.
Is that a shout out to her?
Yeah, give her a shout out.
Okay.
She probably listens. A lot of people.
Oh, I'm sure she does.
Yeah, a lot of people probably listen for the wrong reasons. Like, oh, see what they're doing. I love it though, man. We get it's so funny because it's mixed reviews, but for the consensus, most people enjoy it. But it's funny that some of them will come around and just, those guys are being dumb. Recently, we had a 1-star review on Spotify. That's the most hater shit I've ever seen in my life. I'm like, dude, what about the podcast upset you for a 1-star?
Right.
It's amazing.
Who did it?
I have no idea. You can't see it.
Can't see it.
Yeah, anonymous. And it was on Spotify. I don't even use Spotify. I have Apple Podcasts. But while we're on the topic, though, and I hate doing it, but I got to do it because it's important. If you guys want us to be seen more, if you want our podcast to get out there, you have to leave us a 5-star review. Put it in the description, please. Don't just 5-star it. It's on Apple Podcasts. Scroll down to the bottom of the page. You can do it real quick. But if you guys leave us a review, we're seeing more. It's optimized more on all their algorithms so we can actually get out there. I hate doing it, but I'm just telling you guys, please. Just please leave us a 5-star review. And YouTube. I was telling you guys about this, and we talked about it recently, not to get off subject, but we're going to explore other options with the podcast, like going out and doing things and kind of moving away from the setting of just sitting in this area, because Roof Trollz is about fun. It needs to be about that. So people listening should 100% subscribe to Roman's Roofing's page on YouTube. We post all of our stuff. You can watch our podcast. More importantly, you're going to have to watch some of these new podcasts coming up because you can listen to it audio, but it's just not going to get the same thing. Like we got a golf simulator lined up. We got some cool things I'm not going to talk about lined up, but it's going to be great times.
I think I just actually got us an extra guest from Minnesota.
Beautiful.
While we were sitting here. Beautiful. We'll have to talk about that after. Yeah.
And then Mike wants us to do 600 episodes a week, so we got that going on too.
Well, I want us to go live one day. Go straight live and...
Dude, I want to do live shopping. You guys seen any of that? So I was just telling Herbie about this in the break room. So the live shopping thing on TikTok, we've all paid for the live shopping and stuff. Like everybody has. I don't think we could do roof sales on there, but hear me out on this idea. So we put together 2 tables Revens is there with Spark Raw, best media group out there, by the way, guys. Hit them up.
Yeah.
Affordable, consistent, super friendly. Love them to death. But so we put 2 tables. We lay out the tablecloths for Roman's Roofing, and then we sell gutters. The reason you sell gutters is because we could do it so quick. So we have like the old school feel to it. Reven sets up, we're just like flash on the bottom of the screen, and we're live. We're live on TikTok Shop if it doesn't get deleted, but even if it does, there's plenty of other ones. But we go live on this, total card salesman style. Like, we just have fun with it, man. You just get on there and you're like, hey, your neighbors are doing this. Why aren't you doing this? You should be doing this too. Here's what we could do for you. And then we have Roofle, which is awesome. Takes 30 seconds to spit out an estimate. So let's say they're watching us on live and we're like, hey, all you guys got to do if you're interested is sign up for Roofle. When you're done signing up for Roofle and you got your 30-second quote, please let me know what your name is so I can pull that for you real quick. And then somebody's off on the side with a computer. We pull their name up and then we let them know, hey, this is what you're looking at. But you know what? You're doing it today. We're taking $200 off of it. Are you in or are you out? And then you're selling gutters on there, dude, live on. No one is doing that right now.
We have that LaPorte County Builders Association thing coming up at the Blue Chip. And weren't you guys able to
I love those. Yeah, we got a lot out of that.
We could set that all up in
it would be it would be amazing. Cool. But I really like the idea of, I'm talking about online shopping, bro. I'm talking about getting on there. There are people selling millions of dollars of products right now, and no one's in that market. Roofing is not in there, and for good reason. It would be very complicated to sell a roof to somebody who's never seen anything. But gutters on a quick quote is very simple. Like, hey, you need new gutters. You're the person I want to speak to anyway. Thousands of people need new gutters. Why not get a great deal? We're doing live right now. I'm going to give you your bid. You're going to see it in front of you, and then I'm knocking $200 off of it if you buy it now. And we're just slashing prices. We're putting up
slashing prices.
Yeah, I'm getting ready for it. We're slashing prices. We got great deals. Like, I don't know. We have to think outside the box, right? I mean, you guys agree with that or no?
No, I agree.
Hell yeah.
No, I love experimenting stuff like that. You got to test it out. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. But at least you tried. You know what I mean?
100%. What are you guys most excited about when you take on the leadership roles? Like, what are you honestly like? What are you most excited about?
I'll go first. I mean, sometimes I like the pressure. I kind of like being, hey, let's get this done type of thing. I've always been that way growing up, being coached. Hey, you have an assignment. I need you to finish this assignment. And I like staying on top of my goals. And yeah,
I perform better under pressure, so I feel that 100%. Yeah. I think that,
or being an underdog, like I enjoy, like, hey, if someone doesn't believe in me and they don't think I could do it, I'm like, yeah.
Now, see, is it being the underdog that you enjoy, or is it? Oh, thank you, Will. Is it being the underdog that you enjoy, or is it getting that done and then fuck you, like you said, I couldn't do it and I did it? Which part of that, honestly?
Yeah.
See, so like, you got to think about that. Yeah.
So that's kind of like one of the same, I would say. Be like, being the underdog and me coming out on top, accomplishing my goals and doing something, and then I smile. You know what I mean? I walk away. I'm not gonna say fuck you, but I'm gonna be like, yeah, look at you.
You're less confrontational. You know what I mean? Like,
I'm gonna do one of Angelo thing, like,
and I work on that too. But dude, sometimes you just gotta get out there, man. You guys know the situation. You just gotta you said what? Yeah, okay. This was stupid. I shouldn't have done this. Like, pretty much everybody that we spoke to about this job before we got into it. Like, did anybody did anybody tell you when you first told them about this job? Oh yeah, you should do that. That's a good idea.
No. When I left the dealership, my manager was like, well, you always got a job here, call me in a couple weeks. Like, totally discounted it. Like, he was like, you're getting scammed. You're going to go find out.
A car salesman told you you're getting scammed.
Right.
Amazing.
Yeah, no kidding.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And 8 years later, we're still all together.
We're still together. Yeah.
Yeah. I was told, one of my buddies, like, so your job is to go knock doors? And I'm like, yeah.
In a nutshell.
In a nutshell, I mean, yeah, I go out and create my own business. I don't see nothing wrong with creating my own business.
No.
I mean, you're your own business. I treat myself, Romans, I am Romans. That's how I kind of take it all. And the way I present myself and how I do things is the way Romans, you know what I mean?
And the Romans logo is dope. Like, it's a symbol of who we are. Like, we get that, but behind that logo is a person. Yep. And that's the message that I really try to drive home when I was in a leadership position. That's the one that I hope that you guys really drive home too, because a lot of these sales reps are missing out on opportunities. I'm not saying that any of us are where we want to be at, but I could tell you, when I started taking myself more seriously, when I actually started believing that this was something that I was supposed to do, that I'm supposed to help people, and not only help people, but I'm supposed to help my friends and move them up in life too. And we changed the course of our lives together. Like that's your sole mission. And then once you believe in that, the money comes, man. It just trickles down. It's amazing the effect that it'll have on you by being try to be a good person. But we should be promoting ourselves too. A lot of us are out there selling millions of dollars and no one knows who the fuck you are because you won't turn the cameras on. Mm-hmm. You won't get in front of it. It took me years to do this, by the way. I wish that, I was restricted a little bit a couple of years ago, but prior to that, whose fault was it? It was mine. I watched people grow in 2017 that I could have been doing the same thing with my iPhones and I had to pay the price for that. But now, since I've done it, the world is open, dude. It's amazing. Like people are reaching out and connecting with us and adding us, as friends and communicating. And I get to pick the brains now if I run into a problem that I've never encountered before with some of the people who are considered gurus in this industry that are higher up there. Like they're legitimately just a text message away now. And I don't know. I can see the path in front of us and I really enjoy what we're doing. And I want you guys to get your teams to embrace being, step out of the comfort zone, turn those cameras on, get in front of them, let people know like there's somebody behind this that's doing these things. And yeah, I mean, you can grow from it.
Well, people mock the door to door, but we just saw when we came back from Utah. I mean, allegedly they had 5,000 people there that bought tickets. So you have 5,000 people. Everyone who's there is making at least $100,000 a year. So people mock door-to-door salespeople, and they're like, "Oh, you're a door-to-door sales guy." Well, Eddie, what's the most money you ever made in a year before you did this?
No, I've made six figures.
Oh, okay.
But it was
because you were knocking people out on the street like Rocky.
So I had
breaking knees.
Yeah.
So I had
Rocky V against Tommy.
Yeah.
So it was multiple jobs though. I was fighting. I had a day-to-day job.
But you didn't have one job making.
I never had one job though making six figures, and that's the difference here, obviously.
And David, you were at the car dealership.
Yeah, maybe like 30-40 grand.
And I mean, now
half-assing it at the car dealership.
New car dealers. I mean, what do you make? $400 or $500 a car? Like if you sell a new car, you don't make much on it.
If you really slap somebody with some accessories, it's like $800, $900, $1,200, something.
I mean,
like that.
so this is like the opportunity of a lifetime.
Yeah.
5,000 people. We don't really know them. I mean, yes, it's all different industries, but door-to-door salespeople make money, and it doesn't matter if it's a glamorous position or not. At the end of the day, if your family is being provided for, you're being a role model for your kids, who cares, right? I mean, that's...
Yeah,
but it is a glamorous position too.
Gangster,
at the same time, though, it's the shit. Yeah, because
compared to everyone, like people say it's not glamorous.
Well, we have fun, and I think that, and I've been making a lot of posts about that too. But I honestly think it's that. I don't think that people are hating on you for success. I used to be like, oh, they're just mad because like I'm making this amount of money. But then I'm like, well, how selfish of me to think that that's the reason why they don't enjoy me. Maybe it's something else. But then when you look deeper into it, you realize how truly unhappy some people are in their lives. And then I think that it trickles down to this, and people see us smiling, laughing, singing, putting on dances, and we're the coolest content out there. Like people just, it's a good time. And I even brought this up at the last convention we were at, and people were talking about using social media for lead generation and stuff like that. And I'm like, oh, you guys, everybody is about money, dude. It's in our industry. And I make money too. Believe me, guys, entrepreneur. I have side things. I like money. I get it. But that can't be the end all be all. And I think that we're missing out on multiple opportunities just by showing people, showcase how much fun you're having. Yeah. Nobody has as much fun as roofers do. They just don't. I've worked for a lot of jobs. I'm telling you, they don't. It is, and even some other
people in this industry don't really have as much fun as we do. Like some people are stuffy about this. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Well, the roofing industry's changed in the last 10 or 15 years. I mean, it was straight up blue collar, chucking a truck. I mean, the roofing industry in the last 15 years has come so far. And really, we're only probably 2 or 3 innings in on the professionalization of the roofing industry. So we're still at the ground floor. So this is the opportunity for all of us to take advantage. And because we care so much about it and we're having so much fun at it, we want to see this thing grow. I was talking to our finance guy, the finance company we use, on the way in, and he was saying something about competition. I go, I don't have any competitors. We collaborate with everybody because all boats rise with the tides, and we want this industry to be better because there's enough for out there for all of us just to go out there and kill and keep for ourselves. Like, let's all work together. Let's make it better, because remember, people used to go, oh, that slimy roofer and all that. And like, it's not like that anymore. It's getting better. I mean, people see the podcast, they see the shorts that you guys do, and they see, wow, you know, these guys are having fun. It's not just some, you know, sloppy roofer with like, you know, the plumber's crack.
Well, they are. Well, no, but we have them too, though. It is sloppy. And butt cracks definitely in this. Pound for pound heavy.
Ladders, bending over. We're big guys, you know, so.
All right, we're working on cleaning that up then.
But it's cool that we're embracing the people's uniqueness. And that was something that we came from a corporate background. The corporate company that we worked for, they didn't embrace that. They wanted tucked in shirts. They wanted suit and ties. They wanted to professionalize the industry. And man, I am so sick of gurus and dinosaurs coming out and telling us to tuck our shirts in, to be presentable. You can't do this. You can't show your tattoos. You can't blah, blah. There's something to be said about that. Maybe some customers don't enjoy that, but you know what? They're not your customers. We're not going to sign every single deal that we're in front of. We know that. The best salesman in the world can't close every single deal. Like you can't. But I think there's something to say about being genuine. And a lot of people are not genuine in this industry. They're not themselves. And for a long time, I wasn't myself. I thought I had to be something that I didn't have to be. And now I'm trying to promote people and show them the exact opposite. Dude, someone who can relate to you on a personal level is going to sign with you. It doesn't matter what logo's on your shirt. You're selling, you're providing a service, and you're selling yourself.
Yeah,
you've always been selling yourself. Yeah. You've just been hitting the wrong doors. Mm-hmm. Learn your niche, learn your clientele, and go push yourself. Be genuine. If you're funny, be funny. If you're sarcastic, still be sarcastic. Don't change your game up at a door because you think that you're trying to conform to somebody. You're not. Now, there are some people that if you're able to pick up on and identify who they are as an individual, maybe you can cater to their needs a little bit. But in the grand scheme of things, man, you never want to trail away from who you actually are, because once you start becoming fake, that's a lot to maintain. You got to keep that persona at all times, and trying to be something you're not fucks a lot of people up in this industry. Like a lot.
I want to go back to like how we were talking about like, you know, money and everything like that. Yeah, you're going to make a lot of money, but in this industry too, like not only do like we're helping people out there, but we also like we're meeting these people, and then we're like actually knowing them, something like getting to know them, and then we know stories about them, and they really like, you know what I mean, they talk to us sometimes about stuff like that. Well, most of my customers do. They have like this bonding with me, and you know, and then I check up on them, you know what I mean? It's just good to like know people, and then we're actually helping people. We have so many, think about how many people we're helping, like each rep. How many reps do we have? We're helping like 50 to 100 people per rep. Like,
and even by the time you hear this podcast, we will not be done hiring. So please, Elijah, ELIJAH at romansroofing.net is my email. Please send me a resume. If you listen to the podcast, you're interested in coming on to Roof Trollz, or if you're interested in working for Romans, I'd love to sit down and talk to you guys. We will be hiring year round. We got some pretty cool things going on, but sorry, I just figured since you put it out there, I'm like, hey man,
I wanted to say if we could say that, like, hey,
hell yeah, we can say that.
This is the spot to be, guys. Like, it's amazing. Everyone is it's family oriented, and they take care of each other. Last year I broke down a little bit, but then came back and helped me. But you know, these guys have been there for me the whole time, and it's awesome. It's family.
That's what it's about, man. It's taking care of your own. Take a little bit our philosophy, you know, culture over profits. Take a little bit less money to ensure that the culture stays strong. That's what you got to be willing to do. And a lot of motherfuckers aren't out there willing to do that. A lot of these roofing companies, they're looking at how much cash they can make and how fast they can make it. And they're going to fail because of that. They are. And then people are looking at us like, well, you guys got 6 owners. You guys have to make this. You have to do. We don't have to do shit. If you knew how we got paid, it would blow your mind. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't take the money out of the company like everybody else is doing. I'm getting paid off of what we promised to do, you know, through other ways. So like the money here recycles back into Romans, where we could do editing. We could do some really cool things that we have planned. And believe me when I tell you guys that this last year was the most giving we had ever been. And it doesn't even hold a torch to what we'll do this year, or what we'll do next year, or what we'll do the following year. Right. You know, we gave away 2 roofs this year, or last year. Maybe we give away 3 or 4 this year.
And a siding job.
And a siding job. Stepped up for somebody who got fucked by a contractor out in Michigan City. Literally. I mean, there's a testimonial video coming out for the lady. I'm not going to give away too much of the information. She agreed to sit down with us and do it with Spark Raw and all them. But this lady was taken advantage of. A contractor came out there, promised to do all these great things for her, took the check and just bailed.
Wow.
And then the lady's on there like complaining, and people are like, "Oh, you got to file this. You got to file." To hell with that, dude. Like, if we can help you and we're in a position to do that, then why don't we're bad people? Honestly, if we don't help them.
Yeah.
So like we stepped up and we helped her out. We got the job done. Took a little bit of a hit financially on our end, but you know what? We took care of somebody who was in need, and I have to believe that karma will send it our way, or maybe that, you know, in the future, who knows? You don't know who people know in this industry, you know?
Yeah.
You've knocked the door before and ended up on a commercial project like a week later because of it.
Right.
It's amazing some of the people that you meet out there. It's crazy. So, dude, how long have you been in this?
A long time. Yeah. Like you said, we started with Mike, been with you guys for forever. And I'm excited as hell to finally be team lead. I feel like it's been a long time coming.
I feel like if David took his shirt off, he would be so much more comfortable, and he might actually talk. Like,
well, I got the Italian sweater on that I can't take off. So, you know,
the hair vest.
Oh my God,
I'm just excited to see you in the role for leadership too, because I know that it's meant a lot to you to try to get there. And you had some shit you had to work on, man. You had you had some personal, like, whatever you had going on. And as a sales rep, you know, you're one of those guys. This is Mr. Sandbag, by the way. So for those that understand that term in the industry, David is notoriously known as a sales rep. You are of stacking work orders, not executing them.
That is not what happens.
He does not execute work orders. He piles them up. And then when you yell at him, which he enjoys, by the way, he loves it. But when you come down on him and you're like, "Hey, David, what are you doing, dude? Like, what are you doing on a consistent basis? You have nothing on the books. Like, these guys are on my ass, dude. Like, you literally do, like, this is unacceptable." The next day, he's got $600,000 in work orders. Yeah, he's sitting there piling them up. He did that this year. Started off the year, week 2. He closed out bad. Started off in the second week, about to get promoted, and drops, you know, just a casual 150.
Well, that I was trying to schedule those in December. It just wasn't going on.
I could attest to that, because I remember him talking about it.
How convenient that we roll out the new comp plan that favors that, and then all of a sudden, I got some work orders, hey.
But no, I mean, the sandbagging thing, that's a joke. But yeah, I would. Like he said, I've been like, I had a lot to work on, and he's talking about, in the winter, I really wouldn't do nothing. You know what I mean? At these other companies. That's not a secret. And then Elijah would finally be like, "Dude, you got all these files. What's going on? Blah, 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 blah." And then all of a sudden I'd be like, "Oh shit." And then it would all get scheduled in January. And
what I respect is I've had the same voice from it's been that since 2017. Every time he's ever mimicked me, it's been that same voice. I really respect that.
That's how he sounds, though.
It's so ridiculous.
Get on the phone with him, and then eventually he'll be like, "Hey, dude, I'm getting another call. I gotta go. I gotta go." Am I lying?
You're not lying.
Happens,
that exact
dude. The phone ring. I hate the phone. Amanda. One time, Amanda was like, she was bitching at me because I had the phone on silent. And she's like, "That's why you don't get any of my calls." I'm like, "No," I'm like, I you don't understand. And she, she's like going off. I said, "You know what? All right, cool." So I plug it into the car. Dude, within 15 minutes, she's like, "This is ridiculous." I'm like, "I know. That's why I don't turn it on. Like, I don't want to hear it all the time." Yeah. I get anywhere between 200 to 400 text messages a day. And then I probably get 30 or 40 phone calls. And that's a bad day. 30 or 40 phone calls. Yeah. And I don't even look at the emails or anything. Like, it's...
we know you don't look at the emails. That's
I can't, bro. These guys want me to do so much, man. They put me in these roles. Yeah, well, I'm just saying they put me in roles that they don't understand. Yeah. You know, hey, go do marketing, go do social media stuff. Well, there's a lot of research that goes involved in that. It's not the algorithms and stuff have all changed. It's not, unfortunately, I can't be what's that, Charlie D'Amelio or whatever her name is. I can't get on TikTok day one and dance my way to 7-figure incomes. Like,
how sad are you about this TikTok thing?
I'm emotional, man. I'm a little bit. You know, it's such a cool app. I was just talking about it. Like, I get why they want to do it, but I also don't at the same time, because you've done. I don't want to get political. There's a lot of there's a lot of stances I can make right now.
It's not going to end.
But I'm just. I hope so. But I'm just going to say this real quick though. All the fucking effort that we put into bullshit that doesn't matter, and then you day one just jump right on this to ban this platform when you have so many horrible things happening to the American citizens right now, and you're focused on TikTok.
Well, there was one thing Kevin O'Leary was talking about, and I think it was him, that there's billions of dollars of businesses on TikTok. That's how they make their living. By us shutting that down, you've just killed all this industry by doing that. So that's one of the appeals that they're making to keep TikTok going. And he's one of the people that's trying to buy it, at least the United States side. And it's crazy too, because I'll get a little political on this, that they're worried about China stealing all of our information and all that. Do you realize who also steals all our information? Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and they do what they want with it. But because China wants it, China bad. What are they going to do? They're going to sneak in and kill me in the middle of my sleep or something? I think too, are they going to sell me more teammates?
I think it's deeper.
We got to flex on China a little bit. You know what I mean?
Well, it's a little bit deeper than that, though, because they're taking away essentially your freedom of speech now at this point. Now it's gotten to the point where like they've interfered like to take that away. What are you upset about? Like, it puts so many people on TikTok for what it is. And like, I get it. Most people use TikTok to look at little fucking girls dancing. Like, I understand that. But TikTok has another part of it that's not involved in anything sexual or any type of nature of like looking at, it's more than appeal. It's the network, the shopping networks are badass. I just talked about how I'd like to get on live shopping. Like, it's badass. The whole setup there. I've ordered so many things off of TikTok shop. It's not even funny. And then people are like pioneers, man. People have gotten on there and just talked about what they do. And then it's made them make a lot of money and put notoriety to some really cool people. One of the people I keep trying to get on here, Chef Reactions. You guys ever watch that guy?
Mm-mm.
It's just a dude who sarcastically watches chef creations, like from other people, different recipes. And then he rates it on a scale of 1 to 10 if he would eat it or not. And dude, he's such a cool dude. Like, he's just his videos are so funny. And even when he'll rate them, he'll be like, oh God, that's like a 1 out of 10, but I'm a scumbag, so I'd try it. Like, it's just really funny content. And he had a crazy story from where he came from to where he's at now, but he built it all through TikTok. He lost his job because his mother was sick and she was dying, and he was taking care of her, so he couldn't be a chef where he was like a 5-star chef, and he missed it. He's sitting at home, and he did a rating on a video one time that his friend sent him, and his friend was like, dude, that was really funny. You should film that. So he did it. And then fast forward now, and the guy's making ridiculous amounts of money, all because of that. And he's getting to do part of his passion. He's not getting to do his passion anymore as much, but he's getting to still be involved in that platform of some type. And that's solely based off of TikTok. They've put so many people on that, it's not even funny.
Something else will pop up. You know what I mean? No matter what
That's what I just told them.
Instagram will scoop that up, or Facebook or something.
Well, Instagram Reels is going to be the new hotspot. I just hope that TikTok lays it out. The platform is so easy to create content on. They make everything, like, they're tied in with CapCut. They have their own editing. You could throw songs on there, the visuals, like it's fun. And it makes it simple for people who are like me, that don't know how to edit everything right away. Like, we're still learning, but they make it so simple. It's like templates. You're just plugging it in, as long as you know how to time it right, and you can do cool things in between. You can make a template so awesome, and people will think that you made the video and you didn't. It was the template. But Instagram Reels algorithms are a little bit better, but the content is not. It's not as cool, man. You can't do as much stuff, Like, they have limited editing, and then also the license stuff. They really want to harp on that. I'm not saying people should profit off of a video, but let's be honest, guys. Throwing someone's song in the background of your video is not why someone bought a roof from you. So, like, you got to stop with this license stuff. Like, sometimes the videos are cool, and I got a feeling that some people like them. One time I used Sam Smith and the Saints. I think that's the name of the band, the country thing. And they liked our video on TikTok.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, they went and thumbs up, and I'm like, oh, that's awesome. Like, and it was their song.
Right.
Well,
so Shane Smith and the Saints, I think it is.
The TikTok thing's all about control, because they can't control the messaging, and it's going to come down to money. But now, TikTok is voluntarily shutting down on Sunday. Like, so they don't have to shut down. So I have a feeling something's going to happen on Monday. I don't know what's going to be on Monday, but
right.
They'll be back up and running on Monday, because they were told that they had to cease being on the App Store and what's Google Play. I'll use Apple.
Yeah, it's Google Play.
Google Play.
That they couldn't take on any new users, but all the old users could stay on it. But then they decided, no, on January 19th, we're going to shut down in the United States altogether. So there's a deal that's getting ready to get made here soon. So they're not going to go down for long, because they can't afford. The longer they're down, someone else will fill that hole, like you guys said.
Well, someone's doing it now, though. Anyway, I mean, there's a little 15 to 25-year-old kid that is creating an app right now that's almost done, and it'll roll out. That's just reality of it. They have one now. Red Note, right? Is that what it's called? I don't suggest anybody join that. It's the same owners as TikTok. It's basically the same thing. It's just a little bit. It's like Pinterest, almost like an updated version of Pinterest. But Red Note is like already hit the scene quickly. And there is another one that's an American app, and I forgot the name of it, but it's really slow. It's not ready.
I saw the names of some of them and I didn't recognize them.
Yeah, that's what I said too. I'm like, what the hell is this? Like, I didn't even know any of these existed.
The only thing that I have problems with, like the TikTok thing and everything, I don't have a TikTok. I just got rid of my Snapchat as well. It's just so much spam stuff happening with everything too.
Ads and
with
stuff,
the Facebook and it's Facebook too. Is like people are getting hacked and all that crap. With TikTok, with all these videos are the influencers. Like, what is our kids gonna watch? You know what I mean? Like,
that's the problem.
I just don't like the
Well, that ship sailed anyway. Dude. My daughter's 9, and I don't think my daughter has not watched a TV show in probably 5 years.
Oh wow!
Yeah, our daughters sit on the iPad all night long.
Literally, they're on all night.
They play Roblox. And they have a YouTube video on in the background, and then they're on FaceTime. So it's not even just one thing keeping their attention.
They both pick videos and show each other them and watch them. I'm talking all day. Like,
do you guys like watch some of the stuff that they're watching? Okay.
Of course.
Because I've it's almost noticed sometimes they slip in some things, and I'm like,
it's almost impossible with those reels because they just scroll, and then it's related videos.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is with the reels, when you're scrolling through them and the algorithms, it's based off of what you primarily watch.
Right.
So, like, if you even stop on a video for 10 seconds, they got you locked. You will see at least 20 more videos of that type.
Right.
So if you don't like it, you want to scroll immediately past it. But my algorithm, dude, on Instagram is so awesome. That's why I take it serious. So when people send me videos, I question off the cover if I'm even going to click on it or not. Dude, the algorithm's like, it's all cringe videos because that's my jam.
Yeah.
So like it's set the way I want it to, and anything could interfere with that, and I know it. So I'm like, anytime an ad pops up, I'm like, nope. They'll send me it and I'll look at it and I'm like, that doesn't look cringe to me. I'm gonna go and
there's a lot of funny stuff though.
There is.
I love comedy.
I use Facebook for that, but
there's
Instagram
comedy
is
everywhere.
different.
Like that's but
yeah.
That's all I watch. TikTok for me is it's either some entrepreneur
like skits
or skits. Yeah. Like I like humor. If I'm gonna watch those videos, because that's where my heart's at is all funny stuff. Like and people connect with that better than anything else, in my opinion.
Or Steven Seagal doing fake martial arts.
Anything.
He sends me one of those like once a month.
That's because you hate
kicking someone's ass.
Because you hate Steven Seagal, but you guys accept
real
greatness.
martial artist back in the day.
Yeah.
You know, like
he can really kick
Steven Seagal
ass.
Back in the day, like when he was younger.
No, dude.
Yes.
No.
David will not.
He
got the most out of the world theories.
Aikido is not real.
But he became a movie star. Okay, guys, and like, come on, it gets kind of like.
And then he became a cop or federal agent or something.
Yeah.
What did he do after
I can't picture him as a cop.
He did something.
Dude, literally every movie.
He had a fake accent in that show, dude.
He trained John Jones.
Literally every
Or
movie.
Anderson Silva. Who was it? John Jones or Anderson Silva?
Anderson Silva, yeah, for sure. I know.
He helped him with that up kick.
Dude, I think bro.
He wasn't Ralph Macchio.
I wanted to see your.
You triggered him. That's like bringing up January 6th to him. Like it just
I'm right there too.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They get triggered. Well, because your hat. But they get triggered. Make roofing great again. By the way, it is a cool hat.
That is an awesome hat, but guys. Let's help out together, everyone.
Steven Seagal,
beautiful hat.
I grew up watching him, so like I actually am a fanatic, and I have his tattoo on my leg. I have a portrait of him on a seagull's body. I'll prove it. Yeah, that's fine. Right there.
It is a great tattoo.
Boom! Look at that, Steven Seagal. Nice. You can't see that. Look at that. That is Steven Seagal on a seagull's body, an actual portrait of Steven Seagal. Cool tattoo. Also, I grew up watching him. My mother was a huge fan. I am a huge fan. There are, if I was to make a top 20 action flick movie, I'm telling you right now, 3 of them are going in there for sure. But what's crazy is Under Siege is probably top 5 for me. I'm obsessed, dude. That movie's so great, and I was hooked as a little kid. There's nothing I can do about it.
I still haven't watched it.
That's like
you've been telling me about it for years.
It's great, dude. Yeah. It really is a good movie. Like it is good. It's a good act. Tommy Lee Jones is in it. Gary Busey's in it. Like, and Gary Busey, prior to being Crazy Gary, like is in it. You know, Lethal Weapon 2 style Gary. Like he's cool. Yeah. Above the Law, Out for Justice, Hard to Kill, and Under Siege. You can't argue those. Arguments can be made with like Above the Ground.
That one we watched in Utah.
No, when we went to Utah 2 years ago,
it was like a 2021
we tried to find the newest Steven Seagal movie because he fled the country. He's like in China or some shit now. But we tried to find the newest one with the most poor editing. Dude, that looked
plot.
like no, none. And it looked like they shot that movie on an iPhone. Yeah, like it was so bad. I'm like, oh my god, for the whole movie,
low budget film.
Right. Like, oh dude, it was like a Chinese film. It was beyond low budget, dude. He was the only person in the movie you knew.
I feel like a lot of movies, though, even the new like 2024 movie, like or last year's movies, were like a lot of them were like,
bro, the writers
went on strike.
Low budget or something.
The writers went on strike and they had a union strike.
Either.
So
is there making any more 4K movies?
Yeah, no, 8K now.
What?
Yeah, dude, come on, man, get with the time.
Well, my
do you guys like how movies now are like they're kind of like TikTok, like where they're like
8K.
They just flash, you know what I'm saying? Like new scene, it's just overstimulating all the time. Have you guys noticed that in new movies?
Well,
there's no like scene, like
there's
single
always a
shot.
fad. There's always a fad that people have with it, and
I don't like
they try
that.
to do those. No, me either.
It drives me nuts.
That's what makes movies like Sicario and No Country for Old Men and like There Will Be Blood and stuff. That's what makes those movies so awesome because they're shot the right way. Like that's how you should shoot a film.
What movies are you talking about like that?
Dude, it's like every new Netflix movie or even the shows.
I don't watch a lot of them either.
Yeah, dude, it's trash. But what did I can't remember what
I've been reliving the 90s at my house, bro. I've been throwing on the old flicks.
That's wonderful.
I've been buying them too. I've been going to Disc Replay, like, because I'm a physical media guy. I've been buying like old ones, like Dark Blue, like Kurt Russell, and like, I've been buying some crazy.
You have DVDs, right? You buy DVDs.
Oh, yeah, I buy DVDs, Blu-rays, and 4Ks.
Are you getting them off Amazon? Or where do you buy
No,
DVDs
I buy my DVDs at Disc Replay. So every once in a while, they got insane deals. Most of the time, it's like buy 3, get 9 free on DVDs. So I'll stock up on them. Yeah. And then Blu-rays, whenever the time comes that I get a proposal for one or I see one cheap enough, I'll get it. 4K is the one I spend the money on. But 4K, for me to buy the 4Ks, I try not to buy the upgraded ones unless I'm like a huge fanatic of the movie.
Okay.
But I do enjoy buying the ones that are shot in actual 4K cameras because I have the TV upstairs that's designed to maintain the speed. And then I bought a ridiculous HDMI cord for like $400 that also can support the speed into a 240.
So
well, no, that's how you have to do it, into a 240 hertz, 4K player.
It is badass.
It has to support it. Yeah, it's dope. You know how nice it is. Yeah, it's crazy. But that's the way. And then you get surround sound. That's the way movies are supposed to be. But movies are a passion. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing that I'm gonna instill in Aria. No matter what, we go to the movies twice, maybe 3 times a month. Like I want to consistently keep doing that.
What if she like falls out of it? Are you gonna?
I'll be upset, but I don't think that's going to happen, bro. My whole basement's filled with movies. I'm tattooed in movie stuff. I watch movies. Yeah. I don't watch TV. I watch ESPN every night before I go to bed, Sports Center, since I was like 11 years old. And then I record Around the Horn. It's so funny. I do. I record Around the Horn and PTI every single day, and I watch those Monday through Friday. I watch College Game Day in the morning on Saturday. It's all ESPN related. If it's not ESPN, it's either one of my shows I watch, one of my stories, or an old ass movie. I'll pop on. I live like that, dude. B-rate horror films, that's my shit. And I'll rotate Maniac Cop and stuff at home, or I'll watch the whole trilogy of like Friday the 13th or Halloween or any of that stuff. Like I just like.
He still owes us a movie date. He told us.
I fucked you guys.
We were supposed to see the new
Gladiator too. Yeah,
exactly.
He looks like an Escape from New York kind of guy.
He probably would like that. David won't watch. But he won't watch.
I've never watched it, but
he'll take your advice. Yeah, he'll take your advice. He'll listen to you.
Dude,
he'll actually listen to you talk about it and then not watch it.
I just watch history YouTube stuff.
Oh, like documentary stuff, or like
you'd really like Under Siege if you just give it a chance.
What's the most recent history video you watched? And drop some knowledge on us right now.
What was I watching the other day? I watched so many. I was learning about. Well, actually, I check out this one channel called the Y-Files, and it's like weird conspiracy stuff. This one was about like a weird hole in Russia that had like Prometheus inside of it. It's ridiculous, but he goes through everything and then he presents it as real, and then he goes over the like this stuff was debunked or that, but all kinds of stuff, man.
Like Mythbusters?
And then like kinda, yeah.
It's not as really cool because they like do crazy shit.
Right. But yeah.
David, I have a question for you there. Yeah. Are you a flat earther?
No. But
all right, here we go.
If it came, but I don't trust NASA. And if it came out that the Earth was flat, I wouldn't be like, I wouldn't be shocked.
I would be, I'm not a flat earther. Blown. But Polis was on here promoting Flat
Was
Earth.
he took the whole time.
There's
Oh,
science
no,
behind it.
no. Angelo like jumped down his throat right away. Like he started with it, and then Angelo's like, homie. Like, no, stop. Angel started talking about beacons and lighthouses and the lights showing and they had to adjust it. And I'm like, all right.
Dude,
I had to end it. I'm
Angelo
like, guys.
is like Snopes or something. He has all the like mainstream debunk information.
That's what
He
he
cracks
studied. You
me
guys
up,
all
dude.
study
He
the
cracks me
theories and he studies the
Right.
debunks. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then he's just ready. He so
He
much
got-
useless
he knows
knowledge
a
in his
lot-
brain.
yeah, he-
Actually, Chris
You're
Cuomo
coming
said on
here-
He has a lot
CNN.
of
like,
knowledge on it,
no,
though.
he's
I
like
don't
Josh
know.
Graw.
Yeah.
Josh Graw is the researcher. That's the scientist.
Oh, dude.
We could talk about beetles right now and get Graw on here. And my
Oh
man
my
shooting
God.
off for 2 hours about beetles.
Beetles?
Yeah, I swear to anything, bro.
Yeah.
You remember when that time we brought up ants and he like talked about how they colonize and like all the power of
Yeah,
them.
well,
and,
actually,
yeah, the strength. They're actually,
they'll rip each other apart if they get a whatever.
They can lift 8 times the size of their bodies. Actually, it's amazing. You ever seen them lift a piece of bread? They work together, guys. Like, dude, I'm like, Josh, how the hell do you know so much about Williamson's disease? I didn't even know what the fuck it was till 4 years ago. And he know like dogs have it. They carry this trait in the original wolves. It's so good. I miss Josh Graw. We got to get him. We got to get him on here.
Yeah, we do.
We had Mike Cortez.
Get him
on
talking
here.
about birds. You'll get like an hour.
You?
I know.
What do you
me
mean,
too.
Josh talking about
But
birds?
Josh
You
is
talk
way
about
ahead
birds.
of me on
No,
birds.
you're my bird
But
expert.
I love birds.
If I see one, I'll take a picture. Remember I used to call you, like, hey, man, what is this? I would tell Amanda, and she'd be like, what bird is
Or
this? I'm like, ask
mushrooms.
David.
Yeah, mushrooms.
Well, I go to Sean for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Sean or Polis, because they actually will dig.
Yeah.
Dude, these guys.
They eat 'em
They
and
go,
shit.
yeah,
Yeah.
they go out and they look at trees and shit for mushrooms and then eat them
Yeah.
based on the knowledge that's in their head.
Hang on,
Like
are these the kind of mushrooms that get you high? Or
No, dude,
I
they
mean,
eat
yeah.
mushrooms like for breakfast and
You're
stuff.
kind of
like,
risking it, dude. Like
Anytime,
they might be ones that get you high.
Dude, first
you
off,
never know.
let's just move past the obvious that it could be poisonous or that they could make you really sick. Bro,
Yeah.
dogs are pissing on those. Humans are pissing on those.
Well, they grow
Like-
out of shit a lot of the time.
Yeah, dude. Like,
Oh, yeah.
and you're putting that.
I mean, there's
in,
some that grow in my backyard.
Yeah.
So like legit, like mushrooms.
Yeah.
Well, you should pick them and give them the Polis. He'll eat them.
I would have to wash them. I'd clean them up.
I don't know if they do. I think they just
I don't
eat
think.
them.
Yeah, it's not like they care.
I think they want the
And it's
the raw-
usually
soil.
by
the
manure.
raw
It's probably
power.
by
It's
my
about the
dog.
minerals
Yeah,
they get
dude,
from
you
the
know.
soil.
It's a condiment.
When I used to work out with Sean, he had this protein mix. It was all vegetable, and I've never tasted dirt, like a handful of it, but I have to believe that it's similar to what that was. It's similar to an all vegan
No one,
Yeah, I
protein.
believe you,
no
dude.
one tastes dirt before.
I
Oh,
have.
come
yeah.
on.
Well,
Everyone's
yeah.
had dirt when they were a kid or
come on,
something.
on an all vegan protein plant powder. Yeah, that tastes
No, like
just
legit dirt.
Right.
Like dirt.
No, I've
Yeah,
never.
dude,
I've
I've had
never.
dirt.
I mean-
Maybe, but I mean, I'm 38. I don't remember if I
Right,
ate
oh,
dirt
right,
when I
right,
was
yeah,
5.
How
I don't know.
effective can an all vegan protein be?
I don't know. I guess
Bro,
pea
I don't
proteins
know.
are
Is there
right.
even
That's
protein
that's
in it?
exactly what. Well, yeah,
They
that's
said
what
pea
he said.
protein's all right, but you
That's
don't
what
get as
he's-
much
yeah.
amino acids as
Yeah.
like whey or any of
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
That's why I see people, they talk
You
about
gotta have a
you can get
blend.
this from plants, you can get this from plants. Yeah, but dude, like none of, I don't know. I'll just take the steak.
Yeah.
Like, I'm
Dude,
sorry.
it's so hard. Like, it's
Yeah,
hard to.
right. I don't,
Yeah, exactly.
I don't want
It's got everything
I don't
you
want
need.
to be a
Just take the
dick,
steak.
but
I
like,
just
You
one
can
steak.
be a healthy vegan, but it's not easy.
even
you
the
got to do all
vegetarians,
kind
like,
of
if you
extra
guys
work.
care about animals so much, why are you guys eating all their food? Like, you're eating their food. You know what I'm saying? So like, and you're mad at us.
Oh my goodness.
Wait, but
You're mad at us for eating
yeah.
steak.
Hey, plants are living organisms too, so
Oh
you're
my
killing
gosh,
plants as well
dude.
by
Dude, they
Come
know
on,
when they're getting
man.
crunched
You
on.
know we
Yeah.
need
They
trees.
release.
Yeah.
They really do. They release
I like
chemical.
plants.
Wait, hang on.
Guys, come
Listen
on.
to this one.
So plants will release a defense chemical when they're getting munched on. So they know when they're getting
Eaten.
cut up or whatever. So plants.
I like
Plants have feelings too,
I
guys.
like plants and I like trees and stuff like that. I'm just
Yeah, no.
I'll eat it all.
Yeah.
so I.
I'll eat a bunny rabbit. I'll eat whatever.
Yeah, I love rabbits.
If it's,
And
I
I'll
don't
eat
care
one.
if it's cute. Yeah.
No, the only thing I'd have to draw the line at is a dog. I don't think that there's
Oh,
ever
yeah,
a
dogs.
scenario.
How about horse, dude?
Well,
Yeah,
You-
probably some of the.
Would you eat a horse?
had
I'd eat a
some of the
horse.
local spots
local
here, I'm
Chinese
sure.
restaurants.
Yeah.
I'm sure
There's
had some
jerky.
cat.
That's
dog.
racist.
There's all
Yeah,
kind of
but
jerky.
it is.
I'm
But
I'm
it's
sure.
true.
Have you seen all kind of
They
jerky
probably
out there?
slid
What you can eat?
something inside
Oh,
of
yeah.
our food.
I've
Horse
had-
jerky. There's like ostrich jerky. There's
Oh,
like,
I've had all that.
But
Yeah, that's a little.
There's
Yeah,
so
but
many different.
what's the
I
most-
worry about if that's real though. Like
It
all
is.
the stuff. You think so?
Yeah. What's the
Dude.
most
Yeah.
unusual meat that you've ever tried?
Nothing great. Probably just goat. Like nothing insane.
See, I've had kangaroo.
Kangaroo,
Yeah,
that's jerky though.
Yeah,
I'm talking about jerky when I try this meat.
Yeah, that's what I've had.
I think alligators. That's when we went to New Orleans.
I've had
gator bites.
Gator bites. Yeah, gator burger. I had a gator burger. Oh my gosh.
Where was that at?
Oh man, that was down south.
There used to be a place in Chicago, and they still might exist. I don't remember the name of it, but they sold like actual like lion meat and bison and stuff like that. They were licensed to like they could actually sell it. And it was ridiculously priced, but you could go eat like a bear or something like that. Like you go eat something like that. Yeah.
Well, that's how I was first introduced. Remember we were at Door to Door? They had that meat sales lady up there. Like there was a guy who used to drive around with a meat truck. He would have all the different jerkies and different kind of meat on there. And that's what he did.
My family, I have a few uncles that did that for like 4 or 5 years. They were meat salesmen. They would drive around in a big ass red truck, like a freezer in the back. And I mean,
it's good meat, though.
You get your
beef,
hustle,
ma'am.
You get your it's a beef, ma'am. 50 pounds of beef, natural born killer.
You want a whole cow or a half cow? You know, always going in on the.
That's
whole
one
cow.
of the best too, dude. I quote that a lot.
That's a good movie. You actually put me onto that movie. That was one I did watch.
Oh, good. Yeah,
it's a good one.
It's such a good movie. Yeah, I need to get that tattoo. I need to get Woody Harrelson, but I want to do the black and white portrait one with glasses colored, like his actual sunglasses.
Yeah,
Mickey Knox. That's a good character, dude. That's
scary guy, man.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And Juliette Lewis is nuts in that movie too.
She's might be scarier, dude.
Yeah, she might. Yeah, and then you Scagnetti, Tom Sizemore, the I think it's Tom. Isn't it Tom Sizemore?
Which one's Scagnetti? I thought you were talking about the prison. I thought you were talking about
that's Tommy Lee Jones.
Tommy Lee Jones. Yeah.
Grabbing him by his nose.
That's his most badass role. I love him in that.
Watch Under Siege. Watch Under Siege, dude.
Hell yeah.
Skranix is his name in Under Siege, and he's the main villain. And he plans and takes over an entire like U.S. Navy ship with the help of one of the crew guys, one of the third in command, our second in command in Busey, who's like the right hand for the captain, and then you have Steven Seagal, who's got his whole little background. You know how it goes.
Right.
But he's not just a cook. Like, you know, they learn you something else.
He's a lowly cook.
Yeah, that's what he says in there too.
Little did they know.
That's what he says, bro. they're like, you're a cook, and he goes, just a lowly cook. But that's an actual quote in the movie. Yeah. So see, when Miss July, he rescues Miss July out of a cake. But you need to watch the movie, bro. It's badass.
I'll check it out.
It's badass.
Check it out.
It's got cool music. It's even with a 90s feel, it's still dope. You're not going to think about it like movies. I do.
Yeah.
But like, it's so good, bro. I watch that movie a lot. It's one of my guilty pleasures besides Moneyball and Draft Day. Moneyball is hands down my guilty pleasure. That movie's 6-7 times a month. But I go to sleep. I don't watch it all the way through. Last night I went to sleep watching it. But yeah, I'll just pop it in and just go to bed. It's a great movie.
That used to be Little Nicky for me back in the day.
I just showed Amanda that her first time. Amanda had never seen that, dude. Yeah. It's a funny. They added it on Netflix. Yeah, it's a really funny.
Oh, is it on Netflix?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it's a really funny movie. I love his movies altogether.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, I'm excited for this year. I'm excited for all Romans and you guys getting on here. Yeah. It's been awesome. But probably gonna kick it off. At this point in time, we got another one that we're gonna get into. So real fast, yes. Yeah. So national championship game. Got Irish. He's rocking his Notre Dame gear. So we'll see what happens. Tough opponent in Ohio State. We went and saw them a couple of years ago. Marvin Harrison had that ridiculous catch across the middle, and then we ended up losing with 1 second left on a game that we really should have won. Marcus Freeman was not good with time management in that game.
But he's made up for it.
Well, obviously we're in a national championship game, so like obviously he's made up for it. But so we'll see what happens with that. But yeah, man, it was nice having you guys on here again.
Yeah, happy to be on.
Yeah, thank you for having me again.
And then we'll get you guys on here again. And for everybody out there, we'll see you on the next one.
Peace out.
Peace.